Greetings, fellow Poltermasters. Greetings, fellow Poltermasters. I am Crash Rowsell, and it's once again time to Crash Scouts with another top 5 video here on the channel. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for coming and watching another episode of this series. I need to quickly open up my window because it's warm in here. But with this video, warm is actually a good thing, because if you don't know much about reptiles, reptiles need humidity, they need heat lights, they need heating pads, they need, terrains that make them live. That's words I'm saying. I'm very correct here. But, ladies and gentlemen, I've actually been a fan of reptiles my entire life. A couple reptiles I'm kind of iffy on, but I do love reptiles like, say, tarantulas. I'm iffy with snakes. Yeah, I know, iffy with snakes just like Maggie. But I also like frogs and lizards and stuff like that. But did you guys know that there's actually a nice few collections of reptiles in the Skylander world? I know, you need to stop whimpering, my baby, because I'm talking about other animals and not you for the first time. Dog is whimpering in the background, didn't realize it. Here she comes. Suki baby's coming over. Today, she's literally just sniffing my pants right now. We're trying to talk about reptiles, and the dog keeps interrupting. We already talked about dog Skylanders. You rank them. Link in the description if I remember. But for now, we're going to talk about my top 5 Reptile Skylanders with a very special clip at the end. So I distracted my dog long enough with a treat so I can get this out and say, this is my personal list, meaning you may not agree with every reptile I talk about here, or you may think to yourself, Crash, these aren't reptiles. Do you know went to school for veterinary assistant and technician? Not technician, veterinary assistant receptionist, so I kind of know what a reptile is, just saying. But for some reason, if you disagree with me, you're more than welcome to leave your opinion in the comments below. And as I mentioned just then, stick around the end of it for a very special surprise, introducing a couple new members to the Crash the Skylanders Extended Universe, the Crash Clan, if you want to call it. So stick around for that, but for now, let's hop right into number 5. So kicking us off at number 5, and I hate to put him this high up because of the fact I love turtles so much, is Warnado. Now, as of this moment, he's the only Skylander, as of this recording, to have 1 star in Nazi half hour, and there's a reason why. Warnado's not that great. But I can't deny, he's a turtle. I like turtles. So, I like turtles. I just noticed that was a meme. If you guys didn't know, that was like a really old meme. Zombie Kid. If you haven't looked it up, you need to. Regardless, Warnado is a turtle. He may be in the air element. A lot of people saying, why isn't he water? He's a turtle. But, they still can. Turtles can fly, probably. I absolutely like turtles. I love turtles, actually. Turtles are one of the coolest animals ever, and I gotta say, it is part of the reptile family, if you did not know that. I think it's, loosely part of it, or it is full-on. One of them, I'm not sure. I know it's in the reptile family for sure. But turtles are awesome, and Warnado, unfortunately, does not live up to that, but he's definitely one of the coolest reptiles out there. So, number 5 is Warnado, the turtle. Number 4 on our list, this is one of the many snakes you're going to see coming up. Spoiler alert. This one is Cobra Cadabra. Now, Cobra Cadabra, if it isn't obvious this is a snake, his name has Cobra in it. Cobra is a snake. Very venomous. So if you ever see a cobra, run. Just don't even go near it. Don't even kick it. Just run. Regardless, Cobra Cadabra is an awesome design. I absolutely love his regular version, and of course King Cobra Cadabra. A lot of you might not know, King Cobras are actually an animal, and they are pure white just like him, which is pretty cool. Highly venomous though, so be very careful. So the fact that he's a snake charmer, I think he's kind of charming himself, if you think about it. Kind of strange. Regardless though, Cobra Cadabra is awesome just because the creators at Toys for Bob or whoever came up with Cobra Cadabra did a great job, because of the fact that he is a literal cobra. The King Cobra variant is awesome too. I actually have that one still in the box. Thank you, Portal Power TV, because the Portal Master was Portal Power TV. Regardless, I absolutely love this design. I think he's one of the coolest looking Skylanders for it, and definitely very much related to a cobra, because, well, he is one. The only thing that throws him off a little bit is the fact that he charms snakes. So, is he like the king? King Cobra Cadabra. Ooh, I just solved it. Number 4 is Cobra Cadabra. So number 3 is one you probably didn't know was actually a reptile. It's Snapshot. Snapshot is a crocodile, or alligator, whatever you want to go with. Regardless, crocodiles and alligators are both reptiles. They're both in the reptilian family. And Snapshot is one of those too. Snapshot has a cool blue design. It makes him stand out versus the rest. He is water, which makes sense because crocodiles and alligators do like to swim in the water. I think crocodiles are the ones that's in the water. You know how you tell the difference between a crocodile and an alligator? One you see later and one you see in a while. That's a dad joke for you. You're very welcome for that one. Regardless, This is a really cool design for a Skylander. He's actually one of the ones that looks a lot like a crocodile. Like, you don't have to look at him and see, like, is he a dinosaur? You know how many people are probably going to be like, where's Dinorang on this list? Dinorang is a dinosaur. It's in his name. It says Dino. He does look like a crocodile, yes, but he's a dinosaur, it says in his name. While Snapshot is no-brainer a crocodile. Or alligator. I'm not sure. I never actually looked up to see if he was crocodile or alligator. So let me know in the comments which one he is. But regardless, he's a reptile. He looks awesome. He's definitely one of your favorite Skylanders out there, I know for a fact. And I gotta say, I like him too. So Snapshot gets number 3. Number 2 on the list is probably my favorite snake Skylander out there. But there's a reason he's not number 1. And there's a tiny reason why I'll explain when I get to number 1. But number 2 is Pit Boss. I absolutely love Pit Boss. I think Pit Boss is definitely one of my favorite Skylanders out there. Definitely one of my top Imaginators. Once I got to play with him, he became one of my favorites just because he was overall awesome. But here's the reason why he's number 2, like why Cobra Cadabra is a little bit higher up and all that. Or a little bit lower on the list, sorry. The fact that Pit Boss has slurs his S's, just like snakes would do. You know, like if you think of any media with snakes, they always slur their S's like this. And I absolutely love that they did that with Pit Boss because like none of the other snakes in the game do it. I think one other one does, and I might talk about that in the next one. Just saying. But Pit Boss definitely sticks to that and makes it fantastic. I love the fact that he spawns snakes out of his staff. He's definitely one of those Skylanders when you play with the first time, you're kind of like, I don't know. But then once you play as him, oh man, changes your entire aspect of him. Pit Boss is definitely one of my favorite ones. So for sure, Pit Boss, get number 2 on my list. Number 1 on my list is Rattleshake. Now, as I mentioned, I was going to mention last number. Sorry, rambling on here. Rattleshake does, I think, have some S slur to him. He's like this cool Walker, Texas Ranger guy, which has got his gun, which is literal snakes. He shoots snakes. He's a rattlesnake that shoots rattlesnakes. And his name is Rattleshake. He's definitely one of the best puns in the law because you have Cobra Cadabra and Pit Boss, which Pit is a pit viper, if I'm not mistaken. I forgot to mention that in the last entry there. And Cobra is a cobra, while Rattleshake is a rattlesnake who shoots rattlesnakes. And it's awesome. He definitely has some really cool moves that will take you a little bit getting used to, but definitely one of the most fun Skydivers to play as. And of course, the fact that he can use a bunch of snakes to take out his enemies while using it himself. And of course, go ahead, snake my day. That's literally one of his phrases. He's a walking pun. So it makes sense. But yeah, that's an awesome one. And I gotta say, the perfect entry for number 1 on the top 5 reptiles list. And that is my top 5 reptiles. Thank you so much for watching. Now, of course, you're here at the end of the video and saying to yourself, Crash, you said there was going to be a surprise, a new entry to the Crash clan, the Skylanders Extended Universe, the CTS EU. Well, I'm not going to let you down. I'm going to introduce him right now. So this is one of our reptiles that we own, me and my girlfriend. I'm going to try to actually get him out here. There we go. Don't want to disturb him anymore. He's a little grumpy gills. This is Astro Avocado. He is a Pac-Man frog. He likes to just curl up and just sit there being grumpy. He's albino, as you might be able to see by his eyes. They're a little bit red. Yeah, there you go. He's very covered up right now, so you can't really see his colors that well. Maybe I'll post on Twitter if you guys are interested. I'll do better photos of both of them. Yeah, there's another one coming down in a second. But yeah, this is Astro. He lives in a tank, as you can see. He has like terrarium. He's got to be like super moist all the time so he can rest comfortably, and he has to be nice and warm. Like the room is very warm. So that is Astro, one of the newest members of the Crash clan. And then there's this baby. Whoa, you're very pale in the camera right now. Yeah, there you go. This is Cocoa Bean. Cocoa Bean is a leopard gecko. Just determined that this Cocoa Bean is actually a boy recently, so you have to wait till they get to a certain weight before you can actually determine their gender, and Cocoa Bean is a boy. So you see Cocoa Bean is very big, growing very fast. You can see his tail there. Nice and thick, starting to become super bigger. And Cocoa Bean is a very friendly boy. For some reason, the camera is making him really brighter than he actually looks. He has a really nice color to him. I call him Specklehead because of the speckles on his head, as you can see. Again, I'll probably post pictures on Twitter so you can see him a little bit better. The camera doesn't do a lot of justice here. He just woke up, that's why he's a little bit groggy. But yeah, and that's the other member of the Crash Clan, the CTS EU. So I hope you enjoy them. You're not really going to see them a lot in videos because they're not like super active. Like they're not going to be around walking around the house type thing. They kind of have to be in their tank most of the time to keep warm and not die. But they are two of the newest members, and I absolutely love them so much. They're super sweet, especially Cocoa Bean. Cocoa Bean we literally had him since he was like this big. So the size of his tail now was the size when we got him, and Astro, of course, is getting a little bit bigger too. So it's really awesome to see those two grow and become way more friendly. And who knows, I might have to introduce another member of the Crash Clan in the future. I gotta write that top 5 as I just found out. But thank you so much for watching this video. If you guys enjoyed, let me know. Leave a like and a comment below, and let me know your favorite Reptile Skylander down there while you're at it. If you are new, welcome to the channel. I'm Crash the Skylanders. I do Skylander videos here on the channel. Nothing but Skylander content, just saying. And if you'd like to see more, you should subscribe and hit the bell or something. I don't really care about the bell thing. Subscribing is the most important thing. But as always, I bid you farewell.